Hello, everybody. Welcome back to New Woodshire. Here at Jockey Inc., we are busy little bees. We got a lot of things to do. We're running out of daylight. It is already, what, 6:15, 6:20 in the evening? Oh, man. I found another marshmallow. Like Zeke and Streak strutted my fish float, my bobber there. We go catch some really big fish. We're going to take the bobber over here and dunk it in the BGA and see if we can catch some money for it. That's what we're going to try to do. We also finally are going to use the tedder. This is, I think, maybe the only piece of original equipment from when we bought the farm. The only thing that was here day one, and I don't believe we ever used it. Well, that's not true. We did make hay one time, so we had to have used it once because we did make hay bales, so hadn't used it a lot. But yeah, this thing's been here since the beginning, so we're going to put it to use today. We got the big field cut here. I was getting ready to plow it and combine it with the other fields to make our super field in the back here. And I just couldn't do it. It was ready to mow, and yeah, look at that. There's too much hay sitting there. We are out of hay, and yeah, we need it, so we are going to pick it up. Let's see. In our ever-going fight against the slot count, luckily, I have guys like yourselves. Is this the point? Put it right there. I don't think I ever used this thing. I have people like yourselves comment. That didn't do anything at all. Commenting and helping me out here. So we got a couple things that we have to do just to like, oh, there we go. Okay. To make the slot count go down and to prove you guys right. Mainly, our good friend Super Trucker saw that we had the silos that come with this map, and they take up 67 slots, I think it was. Oh my. We had 2 of them, and when I looked at them in the menu, they only showed as 4 slots each. I guess because I had more than one of them, so they didn't show as that to me, or I would have got rid of them a long time ago. But as you can see, we already got rid of this one here. We took everything and moved it to our new silo, and or fed the pigs / cows with it. We also got rid of the bunker that was here. That thing leaked through the back wall, and I didn't really care for it. We're gonna figure out what we're going to do silage wise, and then we're going to go with a different approach. Excuse me. So you can see in the background over there is our new silo setup. Super Trucker also recommended this one, and I think it's a pretty good choice. Looks pretty good here anyways, and it has a whole lot of capacity, so we got that going for us. We definitely got an upgrade there. Looks pretty good. We can even put in an extension later on if we want to, if we should happen to fill that up. But the one at the farm, the silo at the farm, still has almost 200,000 liters of corn in it. So we're going to take that, feed as much as we can to the pigs, and then we are going to bring the rest over here. So it'll be a little bit of a cart when we go to feed the pigs from now on, but I mean, that's almost 70 slots we're going to open up, so I'm looking forward to that. We got to get that one silo. It's almost empty. I think there's nothing in it but the corn, I believe. So, yeah. Got to get that thing emptied out. Got that going on. We will get that emptied out and sold. The other thing is bale trailer. We sold our auto load trailer, and our good friend Adrian had told us about the lizard trailer, which actually didn't make us any slots, didn't go down any slots, but we did go down a whole lot of money, and we went up on the number of bales that we can pick up. So we're going to give that one a try. Go down, pick that up at the store, and let's see, what else was there? One more thing. Oh, we brought the Great Plains up with the case Optum here. I think it's an Optum. We brought that up and realized it didn't quite have enough power to pull that big bad boy. And we have the Fast Track, the JCB Fast Track, that is a little bit bigger. It's a good bit bigger, I suppose. But between the two of those tractors, I really don't do two different jobs with them. And there are 40 some slots between the two of them. So, yeah, we're going to cut those two. We're going to go with one big tractor to make up for it. Haven't quite figured out what we're going to do there yet. But when we sell those two, we're going to get right around $300,000. So, excuse me, I got something stuck in my throat. That's what we're going to do. We're going to. Wow. Sorry. All right. So we're going to trade those two in. We're going to get us a good sized tractor. It should be well over 400 horsepower or whatever we come up with. And that'll do most things. So that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to pick up our next slots. I'm kind of liking this slot count game. It gives me something else to focus on. And yeah, it's kind of a challenge. So I like it. Let me see. Where am I going here? Yeah, so we've went through pretty much everything we've owned, and gives you a little different criteria to evaluate your stuff there. So yeah, not a bad deal. We're all right. We have plenty, and I think once we get rid of this silo and get those 67 slots, I mean, as of right now, we pretty much have the equipment that we need. So I think once we do that, well, this tedder is actually working out better than I thought. Look at that. It's pretty much staying in a windrow. Pretty close to it anyways. Alright, so yeah, once we get that sold, we shouldn't need any more equipment as far as the slot count goes. So I might even have a few slots to play around with. I want a yard tractor or a small telehandler, front loader kind of thing to keep around the farms with buckets and forks on it and stuff. Because once we get rid of the Optum, there won't be anything else except for this 1455 that has arms on it. So there you go. And a plow waiting to do his job there. Like I say, I was getting ready to plow this grass field up and decided I couldn't do it. I had to cut it first. So there you go. That's the plan anyways. Well, speaking of plans, I just had another one. I just had an epiphany. The mower that we use to cut this, that is a 30 slot mower. As much as I love it, I'm going to have to do some research on that. I bet you I can get front and rear mowers and a windrower for the same slot count. Because, yeah, it windrows itself, so we don't have one of those. So we would have to get front and rear decks and a windrower for the same slots as 30. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could do that. We'll look into that. We would probably save money on that too. That would probably give us a little money back. That Krone is quite expensive. So yeah, there you go. I'm excited. We'll look into that. We got plans everywhere. Let me get this thing tedded. We will. I don't know if we'll get it picked up tonight or not. I also have the Challenger running around somewhere. I think it's about time to start planting. So, oh well, planting. As far as planting goes, we did have the potatoes planted. John came over today and jumped in the JCB. It was his last hurrah in the fast track, and he got that potato field planted over there, field number 6. So we do have something in the ground and growing. We are doing all right on that front. Now it's time to get the Great Plains out and fold out the big boy and start seeding a whole lot. Oh goodness, Squirrel is super excited about that plan. He is all for it. And yeah, I guess this hay is kind of holding up the plan there. So I want to get this field planted, get made into one big field, and then get it planted. So yeah, let me carry on doing this, get this knocked out, and I'll be right back. All right. Well, we got rid of the fast track and the Optum. And we got a Vultra S series. We got, 28 total slots we picked up. We sold 40 slots worth of tractors and got bought 12. So that's a pretty fair trade there. This one We got the duals on the back because I believe it's going to spend most of its life tugging around the Great Plains, and that thing folds out pretty wide. We want to give it a good stable base here, so I think it's about time to let this thing go to work then. I think the fields, our personal fields over near our house, are ready to plant with wheat. And no time like the present, right? We'll go ahead and get this bad boy started. While we're doing that, I've already got the hay picked up. Went ahead and did that, skipped the night. We are good to go. So I'm going to try to plow these fields together over here. We'll get that done today, and we'll do that while John is taking the new ride out for a spin here, and get some wheat in the ground. So where am I going? I think it's right here, I believe. Hey, look at there. Give it a maiden voyage here. I believe we're gonna do just fine. Just fine. Not too sure about this paint scheme here. Old Julian had orders for us, but I guess that's the basest of the base colors there. Whoa, oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Oh my. Oh. Mistakes were made. What? I didn't know what world happened there. Alright. Well, we won't say anything to John about that. We'll see if he encounters something like that on his own. My goodness. That was terrible. We also have some bales over there to sell too. I'm hoping we have $40-some thousand in the bank. This field that we're plowing through right like we own it right now is 88,000, I believe. So we make enough money. I'm gonna buy that thing today. Go ahead and yeah, the reason I want to buy that is because field number 5 that we own, our personal field across the way there, I sold that one. That field never did jive with that field. It was not at a good angle. You couldn't hire workers on it. It was just, yeah, we let that one go. So we're going to need something to replace it, and that field that we just drove through there being 88,000 seems like a good candidate. I believe that says wheat. It sure does. We're off and running. We already have potatoes in the ground. Now we are getting wheat in the ground. I'm liking it. Come back and hit a little fertilizer on it when we're done. Maybe get the big brute over here. Spread these bad boys, make sure we're at 100%, and then we are at hurry up and wait mode. That's my favorite part. Oh goodness. We don't have enough tractor, do we? Well, that's disappointing. Maybe we should have went with the Magnum. We might have to do a little test run here. That certainly didn't perform like we would have hoped that 400 horsepower would perform coming up through there. I'm kind of heartbroken. That's not good at all. Yeah, like I say, we'll see if we can sweet talk Mr. Julian into hooking us up with a Case Magnum with duals on the back. See if that performs any better. With this, we know this is a massive seeder hooked up, or planter, so we know it's going to be tough, but that was not good. Nah, that was not what you would call good. Alright. Yeah, like I say, I'm heartbroken now. Goodness, don't know what to do. One thing we're going to do is we're going to finish this field here, so let me do that. Let me see what we can do as far as test purposes. It's not going to be a cheap test. That right there is not a good performance either. I don't care for that. You can just spin it out for no reason there. Alright, but I am going to finish this field with the thing first. We've come this far. It's going to do at least a little bit of work. Funny enough, that's what Farmer Min said about me when I come up there to Minnesota. If I came this far, I got to do a little bit of work. I don't know what he was talking about. Alright, anyways, let me knock this out, then we're going to figure something out about our new ride here. We're not sold on it all of a sudden. I'm sold on that planter though. Look at that thing. That is a monster. Alright. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright. Drive off the road here first. So the price of bales stopped going up last night, so we may as well take these, push them in here, make a little bit of money today. Should be a fairly simple process. We say as the bales get stuck on the forks. Shouldn't be too bad. We get stuck on the pole, make sure we hang up on everything we can hang up on there. I forgot to look to see how much money we had when we started. 52, I think it was. Wow, we can actually pick up 4. Nice. Looks like they're going about $1,200 a bale, which is right on, I think $300 is what the price is, so yeah, perfectly on schedule there. Go ahead and just under 20,000, 17,000 for that load, so perfect. Uh-oh. Really wanted all 4 there. To get one of those, invest in the wider bale fork setup here if we're going to continue to do it this way, but hopefully we can just unload them in here and have the right price going forward. But price was going down when we got here this time, so we had to wait it out. Let's see, we are hitting a lot of buttons here, I feel like. Whoa. Yeah, I think we're gonna have enough to buy us a field for sure. Let's see if we can push these dudes in there. We went ahead and sold the Vultra. We got the Case Magnum, 435 horsepower with the twin wheels on the back, and it performed better. It was better. It's definitely more stable than the Vultra was. Still doesn't want to pull that Great Plains up any kind of hills, so I don't know, maybe we're going to be doing it with the Challenger. Look at this little thing, little engine that could right there. I like that. There you go. Make it bounce for good measure. 3,000, nice. We are going to be able to start paying back some bank loan here eventually. I'm sure everybody's happy to hear that. Yeah, we're not even to lunchtime yet. We made a lot of money today. We're doing pretty good. So we're gonna make some more money. Watch out there. As soon as we cut this field right here, this crone is gonna go bye-bye. Like I say, this is 30 slots. So this will be one of the last machines that we have that is taking up a big piece of our slot count. The only other thing now is the potato harvester, the keeler, taking up 25 slots. So we're gonna have to decide if we're gonna continue to do potatoes or not, and see if that thing is worth keeping around. Not real sure. We got quite a yield off our potatoes last time, and I think we filled up the pig pen with them. We don't have any more in storage because we were moving the silos, so we fed the pigs as much as we could, and they took it all. So that one field is not, so far anyways, not producing more than the pigs are eating. So I don't know what we're gonna do about the potatoes. As cheap as they are to buy, we may end up purchasing those from elsewhere and kind of focusing on the other things that would clear up 25 more slots and about $120,000 for the piece of machinery. We may do that. We have potatoes in the ground now, so we may harvest those over there and call it quits for our potato careers. As much fun as it was. Seems like it might be the reasonable choice. Wow. We got this is field 19 right here, and the field that we're getting ready to cross into is just a grass field on the corner. We are certainly not losing any grass from the fields that we're giving up over across the road over there. I was worried we were going to be on the same heading as far as grass goes. We were doing pretty good with the grass collection on that field, so I was worried about this, but man, making the trips back and forth across this one, we're going to come out ahead, I believe. Especially once we get this plowed and replanted and fully fertilized and limed and all that happy stuff, we're gonna be in good shape. Feeling good about our grass future. We won't be mowing it quite as big. This is, I guess that's a valid point. This is not the biggest crone mower there is, so we're only mowing at 9.5 meters, maybe less than 10. And the butterfly mowers that we're gonna buy are just less than 9, so we're not giving up a whole lot as far as the mowers go. We'll be gaining slot counts, we'll be gaining money, and yeah, I have to buy some more machinery. I like it. Like I say, I'm kind of liking this slot challenge here. Finding new ways and creative ways to get around the slot count. It's pretty cool. We're doing it. We are doing it. There's something to be said about this crone though. If you're just going for cutting grass and windrowing it, it doesn't get any faster than this thing. Mowing at 15 miles an hour and windrowing 10 meters at a time. That's pretty efficient. Not too shabby there. Let's see. About halfway through already. Alright. Well, I think that's what I'm going to do the rest of the morning. I am going to get this mowing taken care of. We will get the crone here, get it sold. Julian is more than willing to take it off our hands, and we're going to purchase some machinery to replace it with. So, if nothing else, our new Case Magnum, even if it can't pull the Great Plains, maybe it'll pull the butterfly mowers. So, it's going to have to do something. We're kind of committed to it now. I don't think Julian wants to take any more of those in on trade, so we kind of got what we got, but that's all right. That's all right. We'll take care of that next time. So I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I am Golf Cart Jockey, and I want you to have a good day.